Okay, here we have some collage and cutting techniques. And I've kind of gone over these in other videos, but I wanted to share some of them in case you just are examining those sort of things. So I have to make a square. This isn't quite a square. If I take the bottom and pull it up to the side like this, then I can fold right here and cut off the remaining rectangle. And now I have a square. And if I have a square, that means I can go from a square to an octagon to a circle. So I call these triangles on the sides, I call these the Hershey's Kisses. So you want to make these big, not so big that it, you know, completely loses the shape. But oh, it's kind of a crooked octagon, but I think it'll still work. I'm going to cut off the chocolate chips now. And if I want to, I can lean one hand, I'm keeping my elbows in so I don't fatigue my arms, and cut, lean and cut. Okay, so that is how you make a circle. You fold the circle in half. You can then make a semicircle, and then if you cut some of these edges off, you can cut some wedges out of it. You can make a fan light with it if you're doing some architecture. I want this one here. There. So all kinds of things you can do. Looks like little pizzas with the circle shape. Now let's go again to a square. I like to make squares a lot, so we got to get rid of this rectangle. And to make a two sets of triangles, you're going to take this and make it like, as I say, like a diamond in the sky, and then pull this down like a little bird beak. It's got me. It must be a worm. Make the beak, the top and bottom beak come together, and then smooth out, out, out. And now we have triangles. And you can cut this in half. Say this triangle is too big. You can keep going with that. Fold the triangle in half, and cut again. And you can do that until you have really small pieces of paper. Snip and fold. And fold. Snip and fold. Snip and fold. Okay, I think you guys probably get the point now that you can make infinitely smaller triangles. They're getting kind of tiny now. There. So, look, we have a myriad of sizes for a triangle. Okay. Now, this is a geometric shape. If you want to cut an organic shape, you do some leaning and cutting, and you can make a natural shape. That's what we mean by organic. And you can cut like a pond or a splat of grape jelly. So that is how you make a geometric shape. Now, if you want to, if you see something like this, you want to, you know, make something that is the length that you're requiring, you can fold and then cut on the fold, and you don't have to get out a ruler of any sort. To get the right shape. So maybe I want to make a band that goes around the back of my mask. Maybe this isn't long enough so I can fold and then fold again, fold backwards like a pleat. And now I can have, without a ruler, a very nice rectangle that is the same size. Oh, I got 3 of them. So, thumbs on top, both of my thumbs, see this thumb on top, chop, 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 thumbs on top, chop, chop, chop. I'm using a lot of the lower area of the scissors, tends to make it a little smoother. So then I could, you know, attach these together and make, then I could wear my mask if I wanted to. And you can add texture. Oh, I haven't got to the tearing yet, that's fun. Add texture by adding some fringe. So I'm snipping, 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 and then I can take my scissors and go diagonal. And I can go diagonal the other direction. And it could be like grass or fur. Now, we'll take some of these to show. So you can hold it up, pinch, pull forward, and then you can tear to the shape you want. You can curl it in different directions, up and down. And then once you do that, more here. You can overlap those and it can look like kind of a rough landscape. Lefty-loosey. Squeeze, tap it onto the paper, whether you're pulling a line or making dots. Because if you come up here, then you get one of these big, thick, ball-like dots. You can smush that down because you don't want those. They show through the paper and it looks messy. Much rather have your artwork look neat so people could concentrate on the meaning of your artwork rather than the distracting parts of it. And unfortunately, I do not have hole punch with me. So I'll have to make my own little dots. Lean and cut, lean and cut, lean and cut. Otherwise, you fit, it looks kind of like a mouth on the hole punch, and you fit it, the paper between, and on the end of it, click. So now I can take any of these sort of shapes and decorate some project that I have. I think this guy has a purple mole. That's what this is for. Ooh. I also think I can form a tab. You can make your flatter pieces three-dimensional by folding tabs, or keep them flat like the mole that I put here. It's just flat on the face. Five, four, three, two, one. There we go. So yeah, you can add all kinds of interesting flat shapes to your 3D shape, or if you're just making a flat collage, that's fine. You can add them there too. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's better. Okay. I was trying to save time. Maybe this could be a beard. I like this as a beard. Huh. So you can add any number of flat objects to a mask or to a collage, which is putting pieces together. It doesn't have to be paper. You can make a collage out of lots of things. To decorate it and enhance it. And if you do want to make something that will hold this onto your head, you can put one paper from the top and then a paper coming the other direction to hold against your head. Okay, that's holding on now. I have a mix of tape and glue. If you are not in the magical art classroom and you're at home, then you can use tape, but I would recommend sticking with glue because it looks neater and then people are a little less distracted by the pieces of tape. Then they are a dot of glue that's dried. You could also get like a paper towel and get rid of any smudge, and that dries clear. Will that stay for me? Let's see. And of course you'd measure this for your head, but I don't know that this would fit my head. I made it look kind of small. Maybe. So, see how I used all these paper techniques to decorate something? You can try that on your own and decorate your own creation. You could also use other material like tissue paper, which I didn't happen to have. Maybe paper towels or tissues. You could color them with a marker and do something like that at home to really make your project more interesting.